heavy bag better be looking like Ian Garry, brother. That heavy bag better be looking like Ian Garry. I'm telling you. If you know what? Ben, I'm gonna just let you go. If you're in your garage gym right now and your heavy bag is set up, you just do you for a minute. Just print out a photo of Ian Garry's face, stick it on the heavy bag and let it go. We'll just let Ben rip for a minute, boys. Let it rip, Ben. Let it rip. He deserves this. Oh, God. What's up, TY? What's up, Bilal's good? Oh, by the way, Bilal, you were first, mate, so you get all the credit for that, brother. You get all the credit for being first. Well done. Well done. Oh, my Lord. How is everybody? How is everybody? What's up, TY? What's up, Ken? The camera's a little bit... Don't ever call me that. Ever. You'll get banned for that. Don't ever call me that. There we go. Is that better? That's better. Dougie, please go and listen to Ty's episode of the Jackson podcast and listen from 23 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay. I'll chuck it on. Yeah, I wish you'd said that in the Discord. Just for like 2 minutes. I mean, I'm not going to do it now live during... I mean, we might... Do you want to do it later in the stream? I mean, no one's here yet. We could do it while we let it... Do we do it now? Do we do it now during the stream? While we let the stream build and let people get here? Why not? Let's go. Let's just go straight into it. What's up, Tim? How are you, mate? All right, so what am I doing? We're going to the Jackson podcast. Listen to Ty Tuivasa Jackson podcast. All right. Ty Tuivasa, 2 minutes, 20, 30 seconds. We'll do it. Can you do an impression of Ty running from Prime Minister of Australia? All the other candidates are shit, mate. Of Ty Tuivasa running as the Prime Minister of Australia. Mate, I think I'm just going to take on the country, mate, because all the other candidates, mate, they're just shit. They just sit around doing nothing, mate. They just do nothing, mate. These other candidates, mate, they don't do bloody anything, mate. Okay, here we go. We got 23 minutes and 30 seconds. Here we go, 23 minutes. 23 minutes and... 23 minutes and 22 seconds. 23 minutes and 30 seconds. All right, cool. Found it. Man, I'm getting... Whew. We're getting good at this these days, I'm telling you. What do we need to do? I need to do YouTube. Hey! Oh my God, Bilal. Do you see how well I've mastered OBS? Jeez. Okay, let's have a listen. To old Ty Tuivasa. Make sure I got the volume up. Let's have a listen.
On your lawn, is it?
No, I'm from Sydney, so I'm from like a city. If you're in the top end or if you're in like the bush, then it's a different story. I don't know. You can get killed by like pretty much anything out there.
No,
really?
This is true.
Poisonous the snakes and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not with all that. You with all that?
I stay near the lights. I stay near the street lights.
God, he's fat.
Back home?
Like go out
Party?
No. I stay home a lot. I stay in my area.
Yeah.
Stay with my family.
You guys got your own gym in Australia? Like your own Bam Bam gym?
Nah.
No.
I'm not. If you can't see, I'm not really into the trade.
You're a heavyweight.
I've always like I love.
Dude, he's just given up. What's up, Tim? I hope you caught me saying g'day. Has anyone seen the Lane Gillis court case on No Chill's live this morning? Great content and suspenseful. I haven't, dude. I haven't. Has No Chill left it up? I might need to go back and check it out. Dude, Tai Tuivasa has just completely given up on training, hasn't he?
Fighting. I love to fight. I love the actual. But I'm not a crazy, go to the gym I've never been that type of, or into training. If I don't have a trainer, I kind of really don't know what to do. I just need to
left up,
told.
all right, I'll
if
go
I'm
listen
told,
to it.
Then I can do
I'm kind of like that. I forget every training camp.
I forget everything, so.
Dude, he is not coming back. I know, he's not, and I know, yeah, he just admitted to not working out as an athlete. Yeah, he's not coming back. I mean, it's hard to say he'll never come back because there's so much money being left on the table, right? There's so much money being left on the table for Tai Tuivasa. Like, it obviously avails him to come back at some point and just go in the ring and get knocked out. Because what do you reckon Ty's contract is? Like, Ty's probably on like 100K to show, 100K to win. You know what I mean? Like, he got ranked third in the UFC heavyweight division. So Tai Tuivasa's probably got himself a tasty little contract. So, you want to say Tai Tuivasa will never fight again? He probably will fight again, but he's never... He got lucky that he knocked out Derek Lewis when he did. He doesn't know how to train by himself. Surely he knows. He's been in the UFC for like 10 years. Dude, there's no way in hell that Tai Tuivasa doesn't know that, okay, I'm an athlete. I need to go for a run for an hour, and then when I come back to my garage gym, what sparring drills he should be doing. Like what shadow boxing drills he should be doing. What he should be running through. Obviously, he should be doing that. What's up, Christian Gray, birthday boy? How did you enjoy the rest of your birthday, mate? You weren't around here for the main event. Can you do an impression of Ty as a mole Santa? All the other Santas is shit, mate. What do you want, little girl? Little girl, what do you want? Come here. Sit on Ty's lap. Come here. Sit on Ty's lap. I know all those other Santas are shit. What's up, OTMO? What's up, Masonic Azarelli? How are you, dude? Good to see you, man. How are you? I've seen it. Maybe make sure I didn't miss anything. Ty is just bulking up for super heavyweight. What's up, Toad? Good to see you, man. When we bring in the super heavyweight division, Ty won't be allowed into it. That will be for roid heads only. TY. I've seen it. Gilly got drilled on Fight Night Frankie's stream too. Why did he get drilled? What is he being drilled? Oh, I did catch the start of that on Frankie's stream. I didn't catch the whole drilling, but I caught the start of it. How Gilly doesn't like to, hold his losses? Hold his losses? He, pastes over it. He doesn't like to play with his losses as much as he likes to play with his wins. He needs to learn to move his head off the line. Tai Tuivasa absolutely does, mate. He just sort of wades in. Head dead still. Smashed. Trash YouTube. No notification. Oh, sorry, Chris, but at least you're here now, mate. The only welterweight that can beat Machado is JDM via fluke KO. Masonic, do you really think... Stupid tag on the back of my jumper. It's itching me. Masonic, do you really think that Sean Brady isn't going to be able to take down Ian Garry and hold him down? Are you that high on Garry right now? What's up, Nacho? Good to see you, dude. Can you do an impression of Ty in World War II as a scout? I'll have a look over the hill, mate. Mate, all these other soldiers are shit, mate. They can't even see through their binoculars. What's up, OTMO? That's Dougie. I am Dougie. What do you mean he skulls Brady? What do you mean? Dude, he picks up Brady, he slams him down onto the mat. I reckon Buckley is probably... I don't know, dude. I reckon even Buckley gets him as well, because Buckley's forward pressure. Ian's not going to be allowed to spin around the outside as Buckley comes in forward. Garry looked very good against Prates. He fixed almost all of his problems with the style that made me pick Prates. He did. He looked great. You have to give him credit, which is why I gave him credit in my post-fight recap. You got to give him credit. He looked great, man. He looked great. Happy birthday, Chris. Happy birthday, Chris. Where are you at on the Gilly Lane thing? Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the breakdown is of that, so I'll have to go back and check it out. Can you do an impression of Ty being a nice guy chatting up a girl? How you going, darling? Yeah, you're in for a good night tonight. All the other blokes are shit, mate. He shot for a double and single legs. His boxing looks solid. He was high output and overall finally showed an ability to impose his will against someone who is dangerous. That is true, man. I mean, I'll give Ian Garry this. The best thing that he has got, because to me he doesn't do anything remarkably well. His takedowns weren't brilliant. I know that he wasn't going for 100% of the takedowns, but even the ones that he was going for wasn't brilliant. His striking wasn't damaging, but it was quick. What I will give Garry endless amounts of credit for is his fight IQ. He is very, very clever on what tools to take out of the tool bag when he needs to use them. So I give him a tremendous amount of credit for that, man. Garry schools Brady. I disagree, Masonic Azraeli. I disagree, dude. I think Brady takes him down with ease, man. With ease. Yo, Dougie, bro. Sorry I couldn't be here for the main. Hope a dope birthday went well. Went to a restaurant and then saw Jerry Seinfeld live stand. Nice, dude. How was Jerry? Still good? Still crushing it? I mean, you made me buy some Golden Gay Times for the main event, mate. I didn't eat them because you weren't here. And people hate me eating on the stream. But at least they're in the freezer for next time the time calls for it, eh, Chris? JDM, Brady, Shavkat, and Bilal Shmalal are the only guys I'd pick Garry, but Brady's the only one I'd be confident in. So, to be fair, right, to take my bias out of it, Garry versus JDM. To take my bias out of it, I think Garry would do well against JDM. Garry versus Shavkat, we literally saw that fight. Garry versus Brady. I think Brady takes him down, beats the shit out of him. Garry versus Bilal. I'd go with Bilal. So I think we're very close to Garry's ceiling. It was a bunch of topics, losses, his alleged McLaren owing money. Oh, okay, all right. So it's just a whole sort of. So it's just. I'm just gonna have to go back and listen to it for the MMA YouTube lore on No Chill stream, right? Brady subs in quicker than he did Leon. I agree, Nacho. I think Brady subs in. I completely agree, man. Buckley gets slumped like he did by Kelvin. Don't think so. I think Buckley's got momentum right now. I think fighters change over time as well. Yeah, I think Buckley is exactly where he's meant to be, and he's sort of peaking right now. I don't think so. I think Brady gets. Ian Garry gets overpressured and overwhelmed by Buckley's forward pressure and his confidence right now. Can you do an impression of Ty doing a shoey from Bilal's shoe and dying from the foot juice, and Bilal calls him a racist for it? Do an impression of Ty doing a shoey. What's up, boys? Give us a shoey. Hey, come here. Give us that shoe, Bilal. Give us that shoe, Bilal. Give us that one. Oh my god, this guy's literally racist. Can't even drink my foot juice. At least we know Prates can stuff takedowns and his cardio is okay. Yeah, at least we know his cardio is okay. When it comes to Prates stuffing the takedowns, was Garry 100% going for them, Bilal's good eye? I don't know, man. I feel like Garry was just throwing him out there to throw out there. Like, I think if Brady or Bilal was really going at Prates with proper takedowns, wanting to take him down, I don't know if he would be able to shake them off as well. You know what I mean? I think we could overrate his takedown defense just from what we saw. I reckon Garry Brady is a 45-70. 55. Probably. But you'd be going with Brady, Tim, or would you be going with Garry, dude? People forget, man. Dougie always taps to guillotine. Never. I would never tap to a guillotine. Cheers, brother. We did that one. My problem with Bilal, Ishmael, inshallah. My problem with Bilal is his age. By the time Garry gets to Bilal, he'd probably win because he's improving, while the other one is declining. That is true. And obviously, everyone in the chat, Nacho, you're absolutely right. Everyone in the chat, happy birthday to Chris, long-time member and supporter of the channel. Usually the first one in here, but if he isn't the first one in here, Chris, you are here on almost every single stream, dude. So thank you very much for supporting the channel and supporting all of the streams. I really appreciate it, dude. I hope you had a great birthday. I hope you enjoyed Jerry Seinfeld. Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday, man. My problem with Bilal is his age. By the time Garry gets to Bilal, he's the one improving. Yeah, there's something to be said for that. Bilal's 36, going on 37. Ian Garry is working his way up. Yeah, that's true. That's a fair point, Toad. I mean, but is Ian Garry truly one fight away? You know, is Ian Garry really 6 months away from a title shot? I don't think he is, but the UFC seems to have done a deal with him for stepping up and saving short notice fights, so I'm not sure, man. Chris, the handshake emoji verification debate was a whole new later. Oh my god, okay. I'd slurp Dougie's foot juice. You wouldn't. This foot juice, the juice that comes out of this foot is truly disgusting. He wants Layla's foot juice. He does it. I don't. Unless Marty Fake Newsman is 100% washed, he's going to shut down the Buckley hype train. He isn't. He's not washed, but we're dealing with as Usman would like to say, that was me at 30%. We're dealing with a less than 50%. I would assume we're seeing Usman at like 50%, 45% of what he was in his prime, where he is now. I'm disappointed my old ass died, so I couldn't listen to a long fight companion. I wanted the Dougie and Ian Corner gay time. It's spectacular. That's alright, Chris. There'll be another time for it in the future, mate. Don't worry about it. Happy birthday, Chris. I think MVP beats Prates on the feet now. Wouldn't go that far. I get why you're saying it, though. Bilal's good eye. But I wouldn't go that far, but I get what you're saying it. Bilal ragdolls Ian Garry like he did to Leon. Yeah, he lives on a zinc roof, bro. I ragdoll you, bro. What's up, yo? Good to see you, mate. Yeah, I think Bilal would ragdoll Leon. But Toad brings up a good point. Like, it could happen. Stop hitting the microphone. Dougie! Stop it, Kenny. Toad brings up a good point. Like, by the time Ian actually gets to Bilal, this is going to be a very different Bilal than the one that we have now. Ian Garry isn't a good wrestler, but he showed that he can go for doubles and singles, which I rate as he will only improve. Yeah, I mean, he's certainly implementing them into his game, right? And I think that's something to be said, Toad, about that as well. The whole shootbox team seems to be leveling up their wrestling, because Charles Oliveira showed much better wrestling against Michael Chandler as well. So it seems like, what's up, Eric? Good to see you, man. It seems like all of Shooterbox is leveling up their wrestling. What's up, Moody Wizard? What's up, everybody? How are you guys? JDM by Brutal Fluke. KO Bilal will be snoring. JDM by... So, Masonic Azraeli, you are... I'm seeing here, you are wanting to set up in the future a JDM versus Ian Garry title shot. Late 2025, early 2026. Is this what you're saying? Doug, when we meet up, let's me lock in a gilly and see how quickly you tap. Mate, you wouldn't be able to tap me out. I'd feel, if you wanted to lock a gilly up on me, Nacho, I'd feel sorry for your forearms. Because by the time I'm fucking squeezing my neck muscles, your forearms are going to start to build up lactic acid and burn out. You know, I might even break your forearm like Conor McGregor's leg against Dustin Poirier, just with how much I could fucking clinch my way out of that. So, I don't want to hurt you, Nacho, by you putting me in a gilly and me snapping your forearm because of the sheer fucking pressure. Alright, dude? I just, you know, I like you, Nacho. I don't want to hurt you, mate. Dougie, fuck, bro. I think Brady for the 55, but want a boring... Dougie, fuck, bro. I think Brady for real, the 55, but I want a boring as fuck. Nah, below Brady to win. You want Brady to win? Okay, nice. Can you do an impression of Usman walking out to the octagon against Buck and his knees give out and his walk? Because Usman always dances on his walk out of the octagon. Oh, fuck me leg! Jerry still had it though, enjoyed it very much. I'm not a big stand-up comedy kind of guy. Nice, dude. Nice. I'm happy that he still got it. Bilal is on so many roids. He's like 25 years old. Check into reality, guys. He has certainly learned how to run in his later years. Buckley is who Usman thinks he is. Yes. In a way. Yes. Young, hungry, up and coming, forward pressure. Yes. Yes. He interacted with the crowd, and I always love when comedians do it. Yeah, they got to do that. If they're not vibing with the crowd, they're just sort of reeling off their little mind script into space. Yeah, I agree, Chris. Garry versus Leon or JDM should be next. I don't think either he gets a title shot as he's the only one on a one-fight win streak. I agree. I think it's admirable of Garry to be the backup fighter, especially since, you know, him and the UFC agreed to it. But if he doesn't step in on short notice to save the event, he needs to fight one more time. A 45% Usman beats a Buckley 70% of the time. No, Nacho. No. Bilal, I'm with you. Can you do an impression of Usman at 200%? He's superhuman power, but he still gets his head kicked by Leon. Can I do an impression of Usman at 200%? He has superhuman-like power, but he still gets head kicked by Leon. I don't know how to do that one, Ben. Usman at 200%. I'll box the head off Jorge Mas, but I'll kick his skull in. Oh my god, Leon Edwards. I have no fucking idea how to do one like that, Ben. Sorry, dude. What did you think of the matchup? Bilal Ishmael, love your work. The consistency is inspiring. Where are we at here? Love. Oh, Yog's work. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful. MVP versus Prates. So Nacho likes the matchup. Good afternoon, Muti Wizard. Good afternoon, man. How are you, dude? I didn't skip you, Yog. Imagine how yummy Alexa Gross's foot juice is. No, I said it would be disgusting. Disgusting, Yog. Disgusting. Good to see you, Muti Wizard. I hope you're good, dude. MVP versus Prates, my idea. Why are we all talking about this MVP versus Prates? What about Randy Brown versus Prates? Why are we talking MVP versus Prates? I do think Jerry Seinfeld is more of a situational, funny kind of dude also. That's why Seinfeld was so good. Yeah. You're similar. Yeah, no, I agree, dude. Like, maybe he's not so much stand-up wise, but just a noticer, which is ironic, isn't it? But he just notices things and makes them funny. I get you. Garry versus JDM in Australia 2026 for the belt. I like it. And to see Ian Garry cold and slept via Australian fists on Australian soil, that certainly will make up for the rather lackluster main event that we had to sit through last night. I like it, Masonic Wizard. I like it, dude. Can we please not forget that most other fighters would have finished Garry in Prates' situation? Yes, that is true. Like, if there was, like, other fighters in there, certain other fighters in there. I can't say, like, 90% of other fighters, because most fighters are retarded. But, yeah, if there were other fighters in there, yeah, definitely, Tim, I agree. Dougie would tap to my body triangle? Never, Kenny. We need to hold an intervention for Dougie's obsessions with Glizzies and Layla. I don't have an obsession with Glizzies and Layla. None at all. Did you hear that the post-fight interview where Ian said Bilal is going to KO JDM? I did. I mean, I get why he thinks that. I get why he thinks that. Although I would say maybe him thinking that Bilal is going to KO JDM is a little bit too far. Like maybe outpoint JDM, but I personally don't know how Bilal Muhammad would KO JDM. You know, I could understand people saying that Bilal Muhammad is going to beat JDM in a decision, but KOing JDM, he's not going to KO JDM. Thanks, mate. I appreciate your concern for my... That's all right, brother. I don't want to hurt your forearms with my sick neck, not crank squeeze that I would do. But when you've been doing it for that long, how old he is now, you probably run out of great jokes all the time. Which is probably why he does this situational humor, right, Chris? Because it's easy to just stay observational in the modern, you know, new things are happening every day. Just observe them and chat. You hear that, Nacho? Dougie's throat muscles are top tier. You know, mate, I do my throat kegels just in case somebody jumps me in a car park at OTM. Just in case. That way I can just throat flex my way out of them. They need to build Talbot's hype back up with a fright. They do need to build Peyton Talbot's hype back up. Absolutely, dude. I completely agree. Read the numbers in that comment again. I have no idea what's going on. Nacho, yes, I obviously would agree with the one thing. But then was creepy. Yep. MVP versus Prates. Co-main to Umar versus Jan. Heater of a fight night. That would be a damn good fight night. I wonder if Pollyanna needs a shoulder to cry on. Maybe. It's a terrible idea. Good as mine. Hating Larry Davis hurts me, even though he touches the wall. I know, but sometimes you just got to appreciate the art, not the artist giving it. You know what I mean? Salutes to the mutually motherfuckers in the house. Dougie is the Foot Channel and MMA YouTube. No. Should we talk about you finishing the Glizzy video? No. I'm still in Anzac Day mode. I noticed him. JDM can't knock anyone out cold, but at least he gets a TKO after 20 punch combo. JDM can't knock anyone out cold, but at least JDM has knocked quite a few people out cold. Toadithan. Oh, maybe not cold. No, actually, Toad, you're right. You are right, Toad. At least he will get a TKO. Did you see Buckley hating on JDM? I didn't. I saw Buckley's sick promo that he made, and it was one of the few times I had ever actually seen a fighter promo and thought, that was actually fucking good. That was actually really impressive. The best joke of the night is that he roasted the fuck out of the Titan submarine people. I mean, they deserve to get roasted out of. You know, they went down in a fucking tin can. Literally never, Kenny. Never. Never, ever, ever. Never, Kenny. Can you do an impression of Evil Dougie tracking down Crow Cop because he's Croat and he gets his ass beaten? JDM tracking down Crow Cop. Alright. Well, fucking g'day, Crow Cop. Why'd you change your name to that, mate? I've been looking for you ever since the fucking early 2000s. Time for you to taste one of my head kicks, cunt. Bilal doesn't KO anyone, let alone the toughest cunt in the UFC. Proven toughest, not him, then who is tougher? Yeah, I know, that's why I'm like, Bilal is not KOing JDM. I don't know why people are acting like JDM has a big gas tank when he never looked tired. I don't know why people are acting like JDM has a bad gas tank when he's never looked tired and always does better as fights go on, while being very high output. Yeah, that is one thing you can't criticize JDM for. Like, JDM's heart and his gas tank are not something you need to worry about. JDM will not fucking quit for the entire 25 minutes. He just pushes forward no matter what. No submissions, no ground and pound, no knockouts, and not even knockdown is an entire UFC career. Bilal is not finishing JDM. Bilal is not finishing JDM. No fucking chance in hell. He's as old as my grandpa now, so he just hits on everything. It was awesome to see, and we had great... That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, if you make it to old age, you are allowed to just fucking hate on anything. Very true. Thank you, dude. I see there's a lot of shit going on in the main chat. Let me catch up. No. Preaching the gospel today. All right. Can we add chili glizzies to the Gilly tier list on the live today? No. The Brock promo was solid. The Buck promo was really, really good. No, JDM has slept people out. Who has he slept out cold? My brain isn't working right now. Who has JDM slept out cold? Type it down there in the chat. Can you do an evil impression of Evil Dougie playing basketball with Anthony Smith? G'day, cunt. What's up, Smith? We're going to be playing basketball today. And if I win, I get to do things to your family. But I didn't bring a ball, mate. So curl up into one, cunt. I know you want to. He called him not smart and said Burns' performance was shit. He got beat for 4 rounds, which showed how dumb Buckley is because it wasn't a 4-round fight. Yeah, obviously Buckley was just talking shit and got it fucking wrong. And I'm pretty sure JDM won the first 2 rounds 1 and 3. I'm pretty sure JDM won rounds 1 and 3. Impression of Evil Dougie and Kenny kidnapping Plasterer Dougie and forcing him to eat a chocolate starfish. Impression of Evil... Come on, Kenny. Let's go, mate. Okay. Where are we going to get Evil Dougie from? That's you, Kenny, because, you know, you're very gay. Shavkat gets the title shot. Buckley and Usman for number 1 contender, and Garry versus Leon. I like that. I don't know if Leon will come back too quickly, but I like that one, Toad. Although Leon did put up an Instagram post saying still him, so maybe Leon will be back quicker than we imagine. But yeah, I like that. Shavkat gets the title shot. Buckley versus Usman for number 1. Actually, no, I don't like that. No, I don't like that, actually. Brady deserves the title shot. Brady deserves it. Brady took the number 1 contender, Leon Edwards, the former champion, out in 3 rounds. Shavkat Rakhmonov took number 7th ranked Ian Garry to a decision. Brady gets the next title shot. Leon should fight Brady. Buckley, Usman, Leon, Brady. Oh no, Garry, Leon. But Shavkat needs to fight again. He sat out and he had a less impressive performance than Brady. So yeah, I think that's fair, especially in an entertainment company. Toughest cunt in the UFC is the guy pulling the strings, Tim, the Dark Lord himself. Too bad he's not in the UFC anymore. Dougie just getting 8 more glizzy comments away from banning Kenny to Dingbat. He is very close. Dougie is in denial. His shift has colours from the sheer... His shaft has calluses. There we are. His shaft has calluses from the sheer amount he touches himself at the thought of like. Literally never happened once, TY. Never once. Big Ben could be UFC champ, but he chooses to fight the BKFC because he can't hurt his opponents as badly as he wants to in the fucking octagon. That's true. If you could be a BKFC champion, that just means you have got the stamina, the heart, and the power to be a UFC champion. Big Ben chooses to dominate the harder division, the harder league in the BKFC. Thank you, Chris, for 10 months of membership, mate. You fucking legend, cunt. Fucking good on you, Chris. Fucking happy birthday to you, mate. Fucking 10 months, cunt. Good on you. JDM has put people out. Who? In Eternal. Doesn't count. Can't remember the name, and it was in Eternal. Doesn't count. Just stop trying to include me in your glizzy obsession. You are the one that brings this into the chat. You're gay. Dougie, do you think Kenny looks like and what kind of... Dougie, what do you think Kenny looks like and what kind of person is he? He's probably got like a beard, long blue hair, makeup, fake tits, votes left, and is constantly telling people at restaurants to stop calling him sir. That's probably Kenny. He's probably always crying about being misgendered or something. Sorry, Kenny. That was mean. Sorry, Kenny. I love you, man. I'm just teasing, dude. I don't know. He probably just looks like a fucking regular guy. Probably has a fucking mullet, bit of a mustache, smoke starts. You know, just a chill guy. Kenny's just a chill guy. It was one of the 2 blokes who beat JDM 2, I think. It was one of the 2 blokes who beat JDM 2, I think. Can't remember the name. It was one of the 2 blokes who beat JDM 2, I think. It was one of the 2. I'm not sure who you mean by that, Bilal. Wait, I meant to say Brady versus Buckley Usman. Brady versus the winner of Buckley versus Usman for the number 1 contender shot. This is better, Toad. No chance they make Brady Bilal 2 ever. True. Never. What's up, Jesus? Jesus? Good to see you, mate. Kenny asked for more impressions? Don't, Kenny. I was already bored by the first syllable you're saying Brady's name, let alone watching him fight for the title. I mean, Brady is going to deserve a title shot, Tim. You know, I don't like it, but he is going to have to deserve a title shot, you know? And if JDM pulls it off, keep him far away from Brady. I agree. If JDM wins, you kind of want to get Buckley in there for an exciting fight. Like, to just have one exciting pay-per-view. Or even Ian Garry. Because Ian Garry versus JDM is a fun fight. At least it'll be a stand-up. Oh, Garry will probably take JDM down and try and out-wrestle him, wouldn't he? Ugh, yuck. I was wondering how long I'd be here for, and then I checked the arrow. I was just wondering how long I had been here for, and then I checked the arrow. 10 months, dude. 10 beautiful months. Beautiful months. JDM put away Rude Boy Brown. Was it a clean knockout or was it a TKO, though? I can't picture it in my head right now, Ben. Remember when you promised me an WMMA feat tier? I didn't promise you. I said maybe one day we would do it, Yog. And maybe one day we will, Yog. You never know. Maybe one day we will. I said we have the resources to do it now because we found the Instagram page of WMMA feat, which is disgusting that it exists, and I'm disappointed that I know about it. But there it is. Why did you take away the Alexa Grasso feet emoji? Because chat chose to gamble with them. And if chat wants to gamble with them, I'm going to let chat gamble with them. And I'm going to punish them for it. Because there's no point gambling with chat and then not punishing chat. Didn't he put Burns out? He did! Tim, that is what we needed. He laid Burns out cold. True. I'm built like Dougie, but I'm 150% his size. That's too fat. Too fat. I'm at the limits of what is acceptable to be fat. Any fatter than me is too fat. Where am I? Where the fuck am I? Where am I? Where am I in the chat? This is UFC, not a meritocracy. Fuck Brady. True, it is not a UFC. He also promised the GOAT species tier list, and we might do it one day. We might do it one day. I can see Kenny looking like the crackhead hooker who always hangs out with Giuliano on his streams. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. You're built like a rake. Fuck off, cunt. Can you do an impression of little Ben Rothwell invading your house and stealing your socks? Where are those stinky socks? At this point, I'm okay with anyone fighting for the belt except Shavkat. Bro would fight once a year if he had the belt. That is true. Like, Shavkat is way too fucking... just way too slow with these defenses. Not defenses, just being in the UFC. Shavkat is way too slow with how often he fights. So I completely agree with that. Let's fix welterweight right now. Let's fix welterweight right now. Let's do this. Let's do this, chat. Let's do this. Let us begin the fixing of welterweight. We'll get Bilal in here. We'll get everyone in here. I mean, we got to slow the chat down a little bit, so I'll catch up with chat. But we're going to fix welterweight right now. Like, Ian Garry's obviously going to get a title shot at some point. But we'll make like a list of who gets a shot and when. Like how soon they get shots. We'll make a list. We'll line up welterweight right now. We'll do a welterweight matchmaking. But let me read out some more chats. This is the UFC, not a meritocracy. Fuck Brady, I agree. I could see Kenny looking like that crap. We did that one. Can you do an impression of Big Red? We did that one, Dougie. We did that one. I have facial hair and a haircut like Dougie's actually. It's all brown hair, but some cuts and a level of fill. So you're thick. You're too thick, Kenny. Lose weight. JDM would scramble out of Gary's takedowns. All they'll do is give JDM an extra thing to worry about on the feet. Yeah, and if he is like the strikers should be these days, where once they scramble out of the takedowns, just commit to the damage, he should win the fight. Time goes by so fast, Dougie. I am glad we worked things out. That Pop-Tart versus Strudels debate. Toaster Strudels debate. Toaster Strudels. Me too, mate. Me too. The only reason he hasn't put more out cold is because he's fought injured out of 3 of his last 4 fights. True. And real men fight injured, Shavkat. No, JDM need Burns in the face, needed 20. No, JDM need Burns in the face and needed 20 elbows to get the KO. Did he KO him dead flat or did he punch him out? I've got to rewatch it. Which is crazy because I've seen it a couple of times, but I just can't picture it right now, Toad. JDM subbed Randy Brown, re-naked. You couldn't agree with me more. I couldn't agree with me more on that. Well, as long as you can agree with yourself, Tim, then you'll be happy in life. Why do you think more elite pro fighters don't actually go to Dagestan to train with the brothers? Comfort, honestly. Comfort, fear, and ego. Those 3 things. They're very comfortable where they already are, and they don't take their careers seriously. But you did say more elite pro fighters, so that's fair enough. Ego. They don't want to lower themselves to asking the Dagestanis for help. And then, what was the other thing I said? Fear. Probably fear of being in, like, southern Russia. Another point fighting decision by Garry. Dude, we really need someone to take this weasel out. I completely agree, man. He's fucking boring. Get rid of him. Kill him off. Shavkat is a fraud. He's just not top 5. He's just... This is where you need to be. This is where Shavkat is. Have you seen Dennis from Submission Radio video on Garry? Called out Garry for being entitled and delusional, the only official MMA media guy doing it. Base Dennis from Submission Radio. I haven't seen it, but good on him for doing it. Look, I think if Ian Garry did a deal with the UFC where he will step up on short notice yet again to save yet another event, then good for him. Good for him for stepping up and doing that. However, if everything goes right and JDM and Bilal actually fight each other, Ian Garry needs to fight again. He needs to fight again. For Ian whining, he's allowed to take off the chastity cage for a day. No, never. He's never allowed to take it off. Leave him in there. Dougie, I want to take you to Funky Town. That's what I'm saying, mate. You're very good. Why is Dougie pretending like he's never jacked off to Alexa Grasso's feet before? Because I've never, ever, 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 ever jacked off to anyone's feet ever before, ever. Because they want to fight. Okay, what is going on? JDM doesn't have power. People always get mad when I say that, but it's just a fact. He only gets TKOs after a ton of volume. I will lock in on that, Toad, and check that. I will check that. Like, I've watched JDM's fights so many times. I just can't picture it right now, but I will lock in on that. I will check that, dude. Can you do an impression of Shavkat invading Bilal's suburbs with his Mongolian horde and Bilal calls him a racist? Oh, these goddamn racists that are coming into my... I mean, this is Chicago, man. Chicago is just a small Palestine. These guys are racist. Impression of evil Dougie and Kenny torturing DDP Dougie in the Digger dungeon to sing Funky Town. No, Kenny. Even more of a reason to go, Timmy boy, because once you become a good athlete in Russia, Putin gets his tiny claws into you. Putin is a man who believes in freedom. OTMO Chuno. Believes in freedom. The Fighting Nerds actually had a ton of Daggies come in to train with them. Whom of them were Olympic level wrestlers, and it showed the Fighting Nerds have Daggy level takedown defense. Good on the Fighting Nerds. How fat is Kenny? Very fatty. Dougie, do an impression of evil Dougie scolding Dougie for having the gayest MMA YouTube channel in all of this community. No. Chris Eubank Jr.'s entrance with his dad was so epic. Best entrance of all time. It was a good boxing event. I don't know if it was the best entrance of all time, because as you know, Shotgun, I don't really watch boxing. You know what I mean, mate? I don't really watch boxing, so I'm not going to sit here and be like, that was the fucking best boxing entrance of all time. But it was very good, and it was a very entertaining fight, and it's exactly what boxing needed. It was exactly what boxing needed, because it was a hyped fight that had a lot of eyes on it, so good for them. All right, let's go over to sort out the welterweight division, shall we? Let's sort out welterweight. Let's matchmake welterweight. What are we going to need? We're going to need... we got Garry. We got Prates. We got Garry. We got Prates. Who else we're going to get in here? We got to get ins. We got to get ins. We got to get ins. Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal needs a fight because he was meant to fight Prates, so he needs a fight. We got Bilal. Bilal's the champ. He'll be fighting JDM. We got JDM. Where's me JD? We got Islam hiding in the wings as well. Welterweight is fucking stacked, boys. Stacked as anything. We got Buckley hanging out. We got Buckley. Buckley's going to need a fight. Why don't I have a photo of JDM? Where's JDM? Shavkat. Shavkat's going to come back. He's going to need a fight. Shavkat's going to come back. Come to me, JDM. JDM, I'm calling you forth. JDM, come to me. I need you here now, JDM. I'm looking through the list of fighters that I have here on the back end, JDM. And I need you to come from the back end into my list. Come into my list, JDM. Come into me here, JDM. Come to me. Where are you, JDM? I am calling you forward, JDM. Come to me, JDM. Where are you? We're getting to the bottom of my list now. You're not here, JDM. Why have I lost all the photos of JDM? I need to find a photo of JDM and Usman. JDM, ESPN, headshot. And then Usman as well. Let me read some chats while we do this. As much as I hate Garry, it's crazy how good he is not being on any team or gym. He just grifts around. I mean, he is with Shoot the Box now, and he's been with Shoot the Box for maybe, what do we reckon, guys? 2.5 years, 3 years now. So, I mean, it's not like he was never at any gyms. Like, he's been at gyms, you know what I mean? Usman as well. Usman. It shows the nerds are freaks who can't be trusted like the Daggies, and I'm not surprised, motherfuckers. Oh, come on now. Come on now. Just because they're training with the Dagestanis. You think that just because they're training with the Dagestanis, that means they're cheating like the Dagestanis? Come on now, Timmy boy. When Senior appeared in the car, the entire stadium went nuts as nobody knew he would be there because of the feud. Okay. So it was a little like... It was a little surprise to all the old school boxing fans. MMA highlights. Why the fuck hasn't these photos appeared? Why haven't these photos appeared? Where are these photos saving to? Why aren't these photos saving? What? I thought this was a boxing channel. You totally pulled the wool over my eyes. Sorry, man. I mean, I've been pretty honest with this not being a boxing channel. Buckley, if he KOs Usman, Buckley gets a title shot if he KOs Usman? Oh, maybe. He's on a 3-fight losing streak, though, OTM. I think he needs to win at least 2. Fuck Islam the cheat. He's part of the conversation. Fun fact, on Thursday, Tom Aspinall will officially be the longest reigning interim champ of all time. What an absolute joke John Jones is. Yeah, them giving John Jones any credit for being the longest reigning UFC heavyweight is a fucking joke. Welterweight is pretty boring, JDM aside. No, not true at all. You got Buckley, you got Prates still, you got MVP. Welterweight's pretty good, Tim. Impression of Dougie going to church finally because the Pope popped and Dougie decides to take a chance at redeeming his soul to confess to the priest that he's been having gay thoughts because of Kenny. No. No, Kenny. I feel like welterweight is so stacked for Islam to move up right now, and I want him to deal with Ilya and Arma before he moves up. That is something to consider, right? Like, yes, Islam Makhachev deserves it, but welterweight is just too fucking busy right now for you, Islam. And the priest sends Dougie to the dungeon for being a Kenny. Don't even say that word, even if you spell it with a PH, mate. This is YouTube, brother. They don't bloody like it, mate. In Australia, if you donate to anything offensive, they'll close your bank account down. JDM, come to me. I know, right? Which version of Dougie is that, Kenny? Buckley is a lock till he has won a fight as champ. I think Buckley is going to destroy Usman, mate. Can you do an impression of Ian Garry whining to the British government about the potato famine? About the potato famine. And I just want everyone to know that this isn't fair because in Ireland we are scared and we don't have potatoes. Oh, that's where that went. So I need the British government to come and get the potatoes back. I've never seen Christian Dougie. He pops in from time to time. Usyk versus Dubois 2 official in Wembley Stadium on July 19th. Boxing is on fire right now and UFC is in the mud. You know what I will say, Shotgun? And I mean this, mate. Every single year, for the last couple of years, Luke Thomas and Ariel Helwani have gone, man, boxing's really killing the UFC this year. And every single year, it's been the hardest cope ever. Well, this year, they will actually be able to say it, and it will be 100% true and correct, Shotgun, which sucks, but it's the facts. Right, I finally found Usman and JDM. Thank God. Let us matchmake welterweight right now. And pretend that this fight actually happens. This fight actually happens. And Islam Makhachev will need to step in to take next. That means all of these guys in this pool here need another fight. Dougie hates Christians because they hate... No, they don't, Kenny. No one beats Buckley apart from JDM, Leon Edwards, Ian Garry, Shavkat, Brady, and Bilal. Basically, everyone good who's not completely washed. Buckley, I don't know why Buckley doesn't get any goddamn respect. It's so weird to me, man. Buckley is a good athlete, Toad. Bro, UFC is so bush league compared to boxing now, it's not even close. It's embarrassing for the UFC. I think the UFC should be embarrassed with how 2025 is going so far. Like... We're getting towards the middle of the year, and it's been a bit of a fucking joke. Bilal, cheers for the coin, but Shavkat, blah. Garry, blah. And Boo, lady, blah, 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 blah. Usman is the only one that's not blah. No, Buckley is not blah. JDM is not blah. Speaking of bank account, what is your favorite 21 Savage song of all time? I don't have a favorite 21 Savage song of all time. That's a good Garry impression. Thank you, mate. What's up, Cheddar? Good to see you, mate. What is this? We're matchmaking welterweight because welterweight is too fucking stacked. So we're matchmaking welterweight. What's up, Ali Ramadan? How are you, dude? Impression of Evil Dougie explaining to Christian Dougie that it can't be... G'day, cunt. Now listen here, Christian Dougie. You can't be... gobbling glizzies and thanking Christ at the same fucking time. Pick one. That is why you don't rate someone based off a group that they are part of. That is why you don't rate someone based off a group. That is why you don't rate someone based... Prates being part of the Fighting Nerds. I know, mate. I know, mate. We got the whole collective hype and we all suffered for it, Ali. Impression of Christian Dougie being disgusted by the degenerates in this chat. Shut it down, Dougie. Shut it down. It's not worth it. Follow MMA on your own. What's up, Ella? Good to see you, mate. Long time. How you been, brother? What's up, Ella? Hello, fellow men of culture. How are the cunts today? The cunts are unhinged as usual, Larry. How are you? Can you do an impression of Islamic Dougie talking about the goats? No, I will not do an impression of Islamic Dougie talking about the goats. What happened to Dougie music playlist suggestions? There's too much going on the stream right now, Chris. It's getting hard enough to keep up with as it is. We had 5 people in here. Very different times. These days, the chat moves a lot quicker, mate. Buckley would KO Ian Garry cold. Garry would have to wrestle, and Buckley would just use his ears as propellers to escape the clip. Right, so Dumbo is going to be fighting Usman already. Big Ears is going to be fighting Usman already. Prates probably should be fighting Jeff Neal again. You see the problem that this causes? Because these two just fought each other. Do you see the fucking problem that this causes? Have I completely forgot that Leon Edwards exists? I've completely forgotten that Leon Edwards exists. It's been a week, and I no longer give a single fuck about Leon Edwards. Leon Edwards has been completely deleted from my memory. Poor Leon Edwards. And it looks like there's enough fighters here, but we need to get the cuck chair back. What's up, Paradox? Good morning to you, mate. Heading off to work, man. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Ella. Appreciate you, mate. There was no JDM name with a blah because he's got the whole comment earlier. Fair enough, Tim. Fair enough. People forget those were the days where we could actually slow down and listen to music. I know, mate. I know, dude. Heading off to work, man. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Ella. I appreciate it. Can you sometimes tell who said some comments without reading the name? Yes. Sometimes I just read the comments. I don't need to know who the name is, but I know who's saying it. Yeah, Nacho. It has gotten to that point. Buckley is an insane athlete, but that has caused him to not develop his skills to where they need to be. He's basically an improved Michael Chandler. I disagree, Toad. I think you are getting caught up in the you don't look like an MMA fighter trap that is Buckley. He is setting that for you. Buckley is just an American DDP. He fights like a retard, but he wins. MMA, forward pressure. I wish Cayman was here right now. Forward pressure. Forward pressure wins MMA fights. I was absolutely perfect, right on my pick with Ian Garry winning by unanimous decision. So pissed off, the betting site wouldn't let me set the card up. I don't know why. That sucks, dude. That sucks, man. Yeah, I felt like Ian Garry was going to win, but it's a fan channel, and I want to have fun as being a fan, and I thought there was a chance Prates could sleep him, so I went with that. It wasn't like Magomed versus Pereira, where I was like, Pereira's just not going to win. He's just not going to win. Can you do an impression of Evil? Oh, I reckon Garry beats Buckley. You reckon Garry beats Buckley, do you? I don't know, dude. I reckon Buckley beats Garry. Tim. Can you do an impression of Evil Dougie and Kevin Holland smoking the Archduke of Australia to liberate Serbia? Fucking come on, Holland. Get that 45-70 out. Now you want to see my 45-70. Let's smoke this fool. What's up, Tay Dead? Good evening from Los Angeles, California. Quick question. Why did the UFC act like Anthony Smith was one of the greatest fighters of all time last night? I have no fucking idea why, mate. It is truly a joke. Truly a joke. I have no idea. It feels like they were just filling in content time. How many fights were on the card? Was there like 11 or 12 fights? Because there should be 14 fights on a card. And same with Chris Eubank. Fuck Canada. Fair enough. Leon smokes Ian Garry. I reckon Ian Garry beats Leon at this point. Paradox. Wouldn't it be funnier if Ian won the title and then lost it to Buckley in his first defense? Oh, that would be fucking hilarious. Or if Ian injures his frail vegan body so Buckley gets the shot instead, wins, and then Ian loses to him. That would be fucking hilarious. That would be fucking hilarious, mate. Sean Brady. Oh, yeah, I'm forgetting Brady as well. Thank you, Shotgun. Leon Edwards has died. I know. Well, if you read my blah, blah, blah comment properly, Doug, you would have seen his name. I know. If I hadn't tried to skip through it, Tim, I would have remembered that Sean Brady exists, and so does Leon Edwards. I got to add 2 more names to the list. I do rate Buckley because someone had to get those. I got to catch up with chat. You guys are doing great today. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are fucking killing it today. There's so much going on in chat. I don't have time to open up smaller windows and look at Canva. I rate Buckley. Let me focus on chat. What's up, Ty Dad? Welcome to the channel. You're new here, mate, so I'm just letting you know. I try and read every single person's comments, so now that you've gotten your first one in, welcome to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, but now you're just going to have to sit in the queue and wait, mate. If you want to skip the queue, that's what donations are for. The power of capitalism will set you free. I know you're from California, so capitalism is a little bit yuck to you, but use it here. You'll enjoy it. What's up, Spectronominus? Good to see you, man. I do rate Buckley because someone... I'm just kidding about the California thing, by the way, mate. I'm just playing around. I do rate Buckley because someone had to get those unks out of the rankings, but I have to be real about his skill set. I get it, dude. I think you're falling into his skill set versus success. You know what I mean? Like, we can't call DDP skilled at MMA, yet here he is, you know, doing his thing. Like who? Like what? Like who? Like what, Eric? Remember when ugly people could be successful musicians? Oh, those were the days. Those were the days. Shavkat, Brady, Buckley, after he beats Marty, Islam are all ahead of Garry. He needs to sit down, shut up, and win at least 2 fights to get his title shot. I agree, Shotgun. I agree, mate. I completely agree. So you're telling me other people don't talk about butted Pop-Tart? No, Chris. You're the only one that does, my brother. I like my Daggy or Royd comments. I read them, dude. I read them. I'm sorry I blasted through them. I read them, mate. I know, we can't trust the fighting nerds once they bring in the Royd-fueled Dagestanis into their gym, brother. Lizzo is a huge magician, but there's not a lot of truth to it. Lizzo is an industry plant. Actually, no, Lizzo isn't an industry plant. That's not true. There's always been heavy-set soul singers. That's been around since music started. Brady beats Shavkat. I don't hate that, Tim. I don't hate that at all. God bless Anthony Smith. He didn't disappoint. We have to say, like the stream, you fuckwits. Thank you, Chris. That is what we have to say. But what we do have to say is Anthony Smith's retirement was the second best MMA retirement we will ever witness in our lives. Number 1 being the Korean Zombie. Anthony Smith's retirement had everything that we love about Anthony Smith in one fight. Raging at the audience, saying I did it for my family. Just cinema. Perfection. DDP is a true African and Ian is a true Brazilian. Welcome to 2025. You can be whatever you want in this world. I identify as an Apache TAC helicopter. Garry would maintain distance. Catch Buckley coming in and find a lot of success with the high kick. I'd like to go the Wonderboy fight, but Garry is not... It'd go like the Wonderboy fight, but Garry isn't 42. The Wonderboy fight is a good one because Wonderboy, people forget, man. Wonderboy was having good success until Buckley barreled him over. I feel like, Toad, Garry would be comfortable staying on bottom trying to submit Buckley, and Buckley would end up winning rounds. What do you reckon about that, Toadathan? I don't think Buckley can go any further. I'm obviously rating Buckley a lot higher than you guys seem to be in the chat, which is fair enough. But I'm rooting for Buckley, not riding Buckley. You know what I mean. Imagine living in Southern California. Oh, I know, right? Everyone on social media was laughing at the ridiculous Anthony Smith Glaze promo. Dude, they should be. is a fucking joke. Impression of Ian, Garry, and Bilal calling each other out for repping a country they weren't even born or raised in. I mean, this guy literally thinks he's from Brazil. He's never even been to Brazil once in his life. I know this guy wears the Palestinian flag, but I never seen him at Gaza. Impression of Ian, Garry. We did that one. I feel like they knew he was going to get smoked in the first round, so they put together a send-off to kill time. That's exactly what it felt like, Tay Dad. That's exactly what it felt like. It was just production. It was just filler for the sake of filler. And the whole, like, ESPN desk, one of the greats. One of the great. We've never seen a man quit in fights as many times as we've seen Anthony the Lionheart Smith. It was very weird, dude. Very weird. If Zinc Roof Leon shows up, he can smoke Ian, but I don't know if that guy exists anymore. I don't think he exists anymore. I think Leon Edwards is done, man. Refund Eric for ignoring Tim. That's not how that works. For real? No, not for real. Ian Garry has the same archetype as Leon Edwards, but he's more active and he's larger. Yeah, same activity of fighting, same style of fighting. I agree, Spectronominous. I just think there's too many wrestlers in the division for that type of kickboxy sort of a fight these days. I just think there's way too many wrestlers, you know? That's what I think. Can you do an impression of Shavkat forcing Ian to eat horse meat, making Ian Garry cry? Come here, little man. Eat horse meat, little man. Come here, little vegan man. Western soy boy. What, you eat vegetables? What, are you man or you rabbit? Eat the horse meat. Can you do? We just did one. He will take your money and ignore your request. I've never ignored you once, Eric. Never once. Hello. Still here? Still here. G'day. Impression of you trying to purge me from your walls, but it's too late since I already laid eggs. Sean Woodson? You in there? Sean Woodson? Like the stream? Yeah, fuckwits. Chat forgets, man. Lizzo is Dougie's type. No. Any good friend talks about buttered Pop-Tarts when they learn their friend of theirs hasn't been buttering their Pop-Tarts. I never knew you were meant to butter your Pop-Tarts. No, Dougie. I was saying that you don't need to you don't need the name of who oh, yeah, that's one of those comments. Like, if it's the word. There's so many, like, little intricacies that each one of you have that I know it's you. I know it's you. Don't ignore Chris's other message. Like the stream, you fuckwit. I don't ignore you guys. I am the best at not ignoring you guys. By the fucking way. I've been on other live streams, guys. Oh my god. Corey Sandhagen versus Davidson Figueiredo this week. I don't know why, but I thought we had a week off. I don't know why I thought we had a week off. But I thought we had a week off this week. I don't know why that is. Yeah. I want Figueiredo to win. The Smith send-off, it was perfect, mate. If Ian can hold Shavkat down, Brady can grape him. Or whatever Justin Gaethje said. If you can get hold down, you can get graped. Dougie ignoring me, I'm feeling unwanted and alone. I never ignore you boys. Do an impression of Zesty Dougie dancing to Lizzo? No. I rate No. I rate Buckley. I am all in on the new Mansa train. What is a Lizzo song? I know she's got songs. I mean, the fucking woman can sing. Don't act like Lizzo can't sing. Lizzo can fucking sing. I just can't picture one of her songs right now. Garry fights the way we want Leon Edwards to fight. Garry fights the What? Are you deleting messages as I'm trying to read them, Eric? You fuckwit. Garry fights the way we want Leon Edwards to fight. I don't like these pretty point strikers. I don't want any of them to fight like that. That's more of a Nacho thing. Nacho likes pretty point strikers. Anthony Smith was the best fighter to get a tribute to. Anthony Smith was the best fighter who got a tribute to date. There's so many great fighters that have left the halls of the UFC. And Anthony Smith and the Karate Hottie are fighters that we are fucking giving tributes to. It is bizarre, man. Is Lizzo a soul singer? I thought she was basically like Cardi B, but for fatty. No, like she's got that big girl southern sound. You know what I mean? Doesn't she? I don't know. I genuinely I don't know. She's got that big girl southern sound, doesn't she? That's Lizzo, right? Something. I don't fucking know. I can't. picture of something I love to sing and eat. What was the original take on the fight? But rewatching the Wonderboy fight, I don't think Buckley is great at keeping control, and I can see Garry taking the back. Oh, fuck. Yeah. I think Garry would be on the bottom for too long, Toad, and he'd get ground and pounded out. I honestly thought they were going to announce Anthony Smith for Hall of Fame after that ridiculous fucking promo. They will put him in the Hall of Fame. I knew the real Brazilian Ian Garry would win. No, Leon and Ian's style are very, very different. How so? Nacho, rangy kickboxers. I guess Ian's got more tools. Although Leon throws a fair decent amount of takedowns as well. Leon doesn't mind getting on top and raining down ground and pound. Whereas when Ian Garry throws his takedowns or goes for his judo tosses, his trips, he's not really looking for ground and pound damage. He's more looking for submissions, isn't he? So I'd say their ground game's a little bit different, but their stand-up game's very similar, don't you think? Her hit single, Fwop, lit the charts at Fwop. Fat, wet ass pussy. Lit the charts on fire and sent butterflies everywhere in the food short. Okay. God. God. Fwop. Where am I at? Where the fuck was I? Fwop threw off the whole stream. Where are we at? We're at an hour. Super Shotgun's got the last one with 22 losses. That's the last chat. Wrap up your chats now, boys. Super Shotgun's got the last one. Where was I? Nacho, someone said Fwop and it threw off the whole fucking stream. I knew the Brazilian Ian Garry would win. They've got very different styles. They're swap. There we go. No, Leon and Ian's style are very different. No, they're not. I like Buckley, but 22 losses. Yes, 22 losses. Anthony Smith. I know, I'm aware, right? I like Buckley, but Garry keeps his distance and stops the takedowns. He wins by boring decision. I'm throwing in boring for you, Spectronominus. Yeah, I get why you guys are saying that. Maybe I'm coping too much with my hatred of Garry. I get what you guys are saying. Also, Gary's ability to keep distance will make it hard for Buckley to set up those takedowns. That's true, because Garry is very good at... Very good. What's up, Queen Laquifa? Queen Laquifa. What's up? Good to see you. Go nuts. Fucking go nuts. Queen Laquifa. Very good, Blueprint. Good to see you again, man. Yeah, you're not wrong, Toad. Like, he'll keep dancing around the outside. I like Buckley, but Garry keeps his distance up to date. Yep, Dougie, I want to bottle your Pop-Tart. Ignored my request to continue the Glizzy video. I did not ignore it. I heard you, and I said, no, we're not watching that shit on this channel. Dougie, why are you not in No Chiller City Life Project's Discords? I don't use Discord that often, mate, so I wouldn't be a valid member of their community. Yeah. Paid money for it, by the way. I mean, we played the video, Eric, but I'm not... You could pay me $1,000. I'm not playing gay corn on my fucking channel. That's fair, dude. That was disgusting, mate. And stop deleting your messages while I'm reading them. Can't believe Doug ignored Chris on his birthday. I didn't. There's golden gay times in my freezer for Chris. And he ignored me on his birthday. Doug is ignoring me. Do as you're told. Oh my god, I'm so far behind on the chats. I don't care much for this weekend's main event. I do, because I love Figueiredo. Exactly, Doug, and that's to your good friends Chris taking about buttering Pop-Tarts. Now you know the proper way to eat them. That's true. I don't care much for the Daggies or nerds either. I like Islam Makhachev, and I still like the fighting nerds. Have you seen how much of an underdog Figgy is this weekend? It's bullshit. I haven't, dude. I haven't checked the odds. The DC song is a Lizzo song. Here comes Dougie defending Lizzo. What DC song? What one? Juice is a Lizzo song? I've never heard Juice. DeFiddler a week after CP is a stitch up. It is a stitch up. Especially when this channel is going to be rooting for DeFiddler after rooting for Carlos Prates, CP. Stop juicing the chat. Where am I at? Can you please do an impression of Brock Lesnar getting mad at Chuck Congo for not picking up hay and whipping? No! Smith separated himself with 6 pray and lay fights in a row, even the one that he won. Fantastically retarded fighting. Anthony Smith separated himself with 6 pray and lay fights in a row, even the ones that he won. Fantastically retarded fighting. He is fantastically retarded. He is, mate. Do you really think the UFC will put him in the Hall of Fame? Yes. I do think they would put him in the Hall of Fame. I do. Lawsuit incoming for using the logo. No problem, Blueprint. I don't mind. Dougie doesn't even try a Pop-Tart with butter, so he hates the game. I don't. Impression of evil Dougie. Pagan Kenny, no. Prates was walking forward most of the fight, and the few times he did punch, he would land. Buckley goes for the lunge punches, so he'll be able to cut the cage off. That's true, OTM. That's true. He's not going to keep it pretty with Garry. He's going to run in, forward, past that pretty kickboxing style. I agree. Give me a kiss to the camera. That's a black name. Would you rather have ranch or Caesar to dip your carrots and cucumbers in? Ranch. You never let Larry finish his point yesterday because it was gay. I couldn't tell you a Lizzo song with a gun to my head. I know I've listened to Lizzo songs because I've listened to them. I just cannot for the life of me think of a single one right now. Dougie, would you jack off to Alexa Grasso's feet? No. Right. I'm out of here. That was the most... Well, no. No, it wasn't. All right, I'm out of here. God. Everyone, have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Impression of... No. In fact, you know what? I'm going to matchmake. I'm going to matchmake this right now. I'm ignoring all the retarded shit. I'm going to matchmake this right now. Leon, ESPN, headshot. I'm ignoring the retarded shit. We're doing a real MMA chat. This is a real MMA chat. And Brady. Sean Brady, ESPN headshot. 22 losses. I know, he'll still go in the Hall of Fame. Reed shotgun. Dougie, no. Where's shotgun? Zinker of Leon. Decisions prime GSP. No, he does not. No, he does not. Absolutely not. Tez Pommore. Tez Pommore. I'm already bored. Just don't say his name. We're going to say his name. Sean Brady and Leon Edwards. And someone is going in the chair. Zinker of Leon Bigsby. No, he doesn't. All right. Sean Brady deserves a title shot more than Ian Garry. Figgy's getting the way. I hope he does, Larry. Leon needs to fight someone again. Buckley and Usman are already fighting each other. They're further in line for a title shot. Figgy's getting the W this weekend. Zinker of Leon is immune to the Dark Lord Ben Rothwell's sorcery. Sean Brady just beat Leon Edwards. Leon Shavkat? This is how it has to go. No one gets the cock chair. He can wait and watch. That's how it has to go. I'm the reigning defending... Figgy is literally half his size. The fight will be absurd. Figgy's hands are sick. And Corey Sandhagen doesn't know when to bite down on his shots. The DC Fried Chicken Chong on YouTube is the Lizzo. So, oh, right. The DC Fried Chicken, so I'll have to listen to it. Shavkat versus Leon? Why not? Shavkat's got to come back and fight one more time. Leon's losing. Who else are you going to give Leon to? You can't give... Play the DC Fried Chicken song as the outro, please. Okay, 1 second. Let me do this first. Like, you can give these two to each other. Leon needs a fight. Why is Leon not allowing me to click on his head anymore? At this point, Masvidal's not in there. Fucking Bilal is the reason there's such a long jam sitting on a year and running pay-per-view pulling out. But then we have to get the division moving, right, Shotgun? I reckon Garry beats Shavkat next time. You can't run that one back. Let Ian Garry face the wrath of non-sleepy Zinc Roof. So you want... Ian Garry versus Leon. Bilal Shavkat. Brady Shavkat. He's not letting you bully him, son. Leon won't let your mouse bully him. Play Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus. Me and my mate went as Wrecking Ball and Miley Cyrus to a Halloween party once. He was the Wrecking Ball and I was Miley Cyrus. Bilal sat out a year is the reason there's such a long joke. He's a bub champion. Poll it. Yes, this is it. This is how we do welterweight. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, it was. It was fucking hilarious, dude. Yeah, I guess that's it, huh? That's welterweight, right? Last time you said you were the Wrecking Ball? We already knew your gay origin story last time you said you were the Wrecking Ball. No potentially easy matchups for Ian. Let Sean Brady destroy him. No potentially easy matchups for Ian. Let Sean Brady destroy him next. Last time Doug said he was the Wrecking Ball. What's up, fellas? I don't think... Yeah, he's going to have to wait. Well, someone's going to have to wait. How funny if Marty beats Buckley and skips the entire queue? That would be fucking hilarious. No, Marty's got to fight again. He's got to fight again. Like, this isn't all number one contender shots. Like, if he wins, he has got to fight again. Brady versus the winner of Usman Buckley. And they just gave Shavkat the Bilal JDM winner because we know that's what the UFC will do. Brady versus the winner of Usman versus Buckley. Sean Brady versus the winner of Usman versus Buckley. Yeah, okay. This was his out of the closet moment, guys. Actually, he said he came in like a wrecking ball. There you go. We need pics for this Halloween costume or you can never be trusted again. Unfortunately, my Facebook was deleted and I don't talk to him anymore. I know, but it's the UFC. They do retarded decisions. Yeah, this is how I would do it. This is how I would do it. Okay. Now, next thing. Tomorrow's video. Tomorrow's video. Is it going to be a video of... Shut up. Tomorrow's video. Tomorrow's video. Do I play this out and fix the welterweight division? Do I play this out and fix the welterweight division? Or do I do my lineup of 10 fighters that I would pick to throw out a gorilla to kill a gorilla? Do I do an MMA video? Do I do an MMA video? Or do I do a Lucas Tracy video tomorrow? The gorilla... that's what I was literally saying, Shotgun. We don't call shut up ticket. Dougie closet is full with dresses of a man who lives in his walls. I know, and I know. Do the gorilla video. Let's have a look. 13 votes. Oma well. All right. So I'm gonna leave this now. We did this live on the stream. Shut up, Eric. You fucking dog. We did this live on the stream. What I would do with the welterweight division. Tomorrow's video, I'm going to shoot it now. Tomorrow's video is going to be the 10 UFC fighters that I would pick in a lineup to all tackle a gorilla at once that could kill a gorilla. Never forget, Lucius Tracy thinks he can beat Spartans, ninjas, knights, etc. because of a calf kick. Yeah, Lucas is truly retarded. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'm going to record this video. I will see you guys. You're the one that made it racial. You made it racial, you fuckwit. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. See you then. Everyone have a good night. Look after yourselves. Have a good night in America, a good night in Canada. Happy birthday to Chris in the chat. Have a good day in England. Have a good fucking arvo in Australia, mate. I'm not playing the chicken song. I got to get out of here. Remind me later, Kenny. Like maybe during this weekend's fight night card. I'll chuck it on. I'll chuck on the chicken song. We'll do it during this weekend's fight night card. Those videos never get monetized because I say something offensive in the 8 hours. So I will do it on this weekend's fight night card. I'll do it on this weekend's fight night card. I'll do it on this weekend's fight night card. Goodbye. I'm out of here. See you guys. Have a good night. Goodbye.